latest episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac Season 10, titled Every Breath You Take, had everything from scandal and shade to shocking real-life drama. Things got wild, not only on screen but also off it, when real-life news about Wendy and Eddie Osefo broke just before the episode aired. Fans, and even fellow castmates, were left stunned after learning that Wendy and Eddie, who had built a reputation for their sophistication and integrity, were indicted on multiple felony charges related to insurance fraud. It felt almost too surreal, especially for viewers who've watched Wendy project an image of moral superiority since joining the show. As details came out, it was hard not to gasp. The allegations claim that the Osefos tried to cash in on a home insurance claim worth as much as the value of their entire policy, pretending that items were stolen when there was proof of them returning some goods and no evidence of any break-in. While everyone is innocent until proven guilty, the situation is undeniably serious. Fans have seen plenty of shady financial stories play out in Bravo history, from the Judases in New Jersey to Erica Jane in Beverly Hills. But this particular case hit differently. Wendy's entire identity on RHOP has been about class, education, and moral authority. To see her accused of the very behavior she often criticizes others for is almost cinematic irony. As much as this scandal shocked the fandom, it's going to dramatically change the tone of the season. Viewers are now looking back at every Wendy scene with new suspicion. Her ongoing feud with Kiarna suddenly feels layered in a new way. Kiarna's complaints about Wendy having two faces, one public and one private, don't sound as silly anymore. Last season, Mia made a sly comment that Eddie seemed too available for a busy lawyer. At the time, it was taken as shade, but now it makes everyone wonder if Mia knew something back then. The Osefos situation is making fans and castmates question just how real Wendy's perfect image has been all along. Ironically, right before this scandal hit, Wendy seemed to be hitting her stride in the group again. She walked into Ashley's party with confidence, calm, and poise, completely unfazed by Kiarna's attempts to provoke her. You could tell Wendy finally understood how to play the housewives game, keeping her cool while letting her rivals unravel. After the messy reunion last season, she had been working her way back into good graces, even reconnecting with Stacey, who had her own drama brewing. Stacey, despite being grilled about her life at the reunion, approached Wendy for peace. She even admitted that she had a competing marijuana brand in the works, trying to clear the air. The moment showed that Stacey was willing to play nice, but also that Wendy had leverage. She could forgive or destroy her, and Stacey knew it. But as Wendy's real-life troubles surfaced, it suddenly looked like the power dynamics might shift again. Stacey, who's quickly becoming one of the show's most intriguing cast members, showed off her ability to manipulate situations with charm and deception. She's learned that if you keep lying confidently, people will eventually get tired of confronting you. When she finally admitted to Ashley and Gizelle that she does have a cannabis business, Wendy didn't even care anymore. The energy was too drained. And when Stacey showed divorce papers that weren't even properly signed or notarized, Ashley and Gizelle just gave up. Stacey's strategy was working. She kept lying so effortlessly that her opponents looked ridiculous trying to expose her. In fact, Stacey's method of survival on RHOP mirrors how Kenya Moore handled herself back in her early Real Housewives of Atlanta days. Beautiful, poised, and dangerously manipulative. Both women were accused of being fake and both mastered the art of the long con. But while Kenya was mocked for her colored contacts and rumored cosmetic enhancements, Stacey is earning a reputation for something less glamorous, apparently having bad breath. Whether it's caused by vodka, nerves, or stress, the gossip about Stacey's dragon breath became an unexpected running joke this episode. It's petty, but that's Potomac for you. Despite that, Stacey's charm is undeniable. She manages to be nice, shady, and terrifying all at once. Her fake, sweet attitude disarms people, while her lies and smirks get under their skin. That balance of sweetness and calculation makes her entertaining to watch, even as she lies through her teeth. Ashley and Gizelle tried to go after her, but their efforts backfired, making them look overly aggressive. Stacey stayed calm, smiled, and let them look unhinged. That's reality TV genius, weaponizing politeness. Of course, Gizelle Bryant is not someone who gives up easily. She's the show's survivor, the last original housewife standing. And she knows that patience is her greatest weapon. Over the years, many have tried to take Gizelle down: T. Candiace, Mia, Karen, Monique, and now maybe Stacey. But one by one, they've all faced consequences while Gizelle remains unbothered. Karen's fall from grace is documented for the world to see. Candiace and Mia walked away from the show. Monique tried to start her own series and failed, only to come crawling back. Even Wendy, who once seemed untouchable, now faces serious real-world trouble. It's almost eerie how Gizelle always ends up on top. Maybe it's luck, or maybe she just knows how to play this game better than anyone else. Still, Stacey's arrival has clearly gotten under Gizelle's skin. For the first time in ages, she looks truly irritated, enough that she's even willing to ally with Monique Samuels, a woman she once refused to film with without security. That says a lot. Gizelle is desperate to bring Stacey down, and if that means teaming up with her old enemy, so be it. Ashley even mentioned that a mutual friend claimed Stacey had a fling with Chris, which could blow up into something messy soon. Gizelle is willing to chase that lead, even if it's flimsy, just to destabilize Stacey. Whether Stacey really hooked up with Chris or not almost doesn't matter. What matters is that Gizelle smells blood in the water. It'll be fascinating to see how all this plays out when Monique finally returns to confront Stacey and the rest of the cast. Her reappearance could shake up everything, especially since she and Gizelle teaming up is something fans never thought they'd see. But for now, it's Stacey who's running the show, manipulating everyone with her fake smile and kind words. Gizelle might have history and power, but Stacey has charm and unpredictability, which could make her a formidable opponent, at least for now. Outside the main drama, the episode still found time for a few lighter and funnier moments. The show keeps finding ways to remind viewers of Karen Huger's legacy, whether through restaurants like Tally Ho's or nostalgic scenes that echo her past. While it's a sweet tribute, it's starting to feel forced. Maybe it's time to give her memory a rest until she's ready to return herself. Meanwhile, Ashley's love life remains as confusing as ever. She might be seeing Josh again, but honestly, viewers seemed more distracted by the excessive hair gel than their relationship. Angel, the new face in the group, continues to make a pleasant impression, though her obsession with sound bowls might be testing some viewers' patience. Still, her Colorado home looked stunning, providing a peaceful contrast to all the screaming and scheming happening elsewhere. And as for the chin check comment that caused some unnecessary drama, it seems like a case of overreaction. While the phrase technically refers to getting physically checked, in some circles it's just slang for being put in your place verbally. Still, if it hurt someone's feelings, the apology was probably the right move. As the episode ended, viewers were left wondering what's next. With Wendy and Eddie's scandal exploding outside the show, Stacey's fake stories slowly crumbling, and Gizelle quietly planning her next strategic move, the rest of the season looks like it's going to be one of RHOP's wildest yet. The lines between real life and reality TV are blurring fast, and every woman on this cast seems to be one secret away from disaster. One thing's for sure, the Real Housewives of Potomac has never been this unpredictable. Wendy's reputation is hanging by a thread, Stacey's lies are catching up with her, and Gizelle is preparing for war. If the first 2 episodes are any indication, Season 10 is going to be a battle of survival, where every smile hides a knife.